Ay. So as I was saying, I applied for a job at this clothing store. I'm not too happy about it because I don't want to work at a clothing store. I want to be a photographer, an actor. You know, I want to do all that. I don't want to stay. I don't want to stay working for someone else when I could when I feel like I could work for myself, you know? So I'm at a spot right now where I'm not sure. Like I sent the CV out, so you know that's up in the air. If she says, "Yo, come for an interview tomorrow" or some shit. Well, tomorrow's doomed. I can't go tomorrow. But you know, if she says, "Come for an interview," I gotta go. You know, like I can't just say, "Oh, actually, never mind. Wrong decision. I actually want to not do that." Because then what? You know? Like, professionalism out the window. Also, I know this chick. Like, I've talked to her before. We're kind of like good friends. Kind of. Okay, we're not good friends. We know each other. I gotta stop mixing up, like, acquaintances and friendships. You know what I'm saying? I think it's way better to have, like, a bunch of acquaintances than friendships. Because that way you're always open to like linking up, meeting that person's friends, and like there's no awkward or hostility if you're like into one of their friends or if you're into them actually. But if you're like friends then and you have a breakout or some shit, it's like doomed, you know? You know what I'm saying? You get me. I'm trying to draw lips and it's not, I repeat, it's not panning out the way I thought it would. I'll show you in a bit. Ooh. Maybe I won't. Like, what am I doing, bro? I swear back in the day I knew how to draw lips pretty well. This looks like Camp Lazlo-esque lips. My character looks like he's straight from Camp Lazlo, actually. Anyone watch that show? That shit was weak sauce. I don't mind if I get hate for not liking Camp Lazlo. But like that show was just weird, bro. It was all like weird colors and weird people. This is my Camp Lazlo character. He's got something on his nose and he's got a tornado on his head.
Attention campers, it's time for Camp Lazlo. There were two scouts who made a friend and Lazlo was his name.
So, what's up? I got the do-rag on. I'm trying to get some waves. You know what waves are? Yo, where are my AirPods at? Shame. I'm gonna do the typical. I want waves because it's like my alternative to growing a plant. You have to take care of a plant. You have to water the plant. You gotta put it in the sun and all that. Me getting waves is like having a plant. and taking care of it and nurturing it. So if I get this going, we should be good. I think in like a solid month, I should have waves. Hopefully. Oh, actually, we could make this video about like the photos I took 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? Yeah, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I took this photo. And I think it's low-key my favorite photo I've ever taken. It came out so good. It's not edited. Just bathing it for a bit, you know? I need music. Let's play this. So yeah, that day I went on a photo shoot with a friend named Fabrice. He's also a photographer, street photographer. And he gave me, let me not doss myself, never mind what he gave me. But cool thing is I decided that when I was there, I was like, yo, I'm gonna look for patterns. I'm gonna try and find similarities with people and what they want to buy, because we went to a marketplace. It was like a little market every Tuesday. And I did not find a lot of patterns. I found this old couple. They're pretty cool. And they, like, I like the way they dress. So like that was the best I got. And then I tried to get their elbows kind of to be like the focal point of the image and not their clothing. And so I like, at one point they have like a little struggle here when they're putting their stuff in their bag, and I like that. That looked really nice. But then the market was just really weak. Like I don't know, this is that even nice? That's not nice. And that is all right. It kind of gets where I was going, but it doesn't give me exactly what I wanted. And this one right here I was really mad about because you can't see that the guy's putting a watch on the other guy's hand. So I was trying to take a picture of the watches and the guy getting a watch. I should have got closer to the watches, but then his wife or whatever started talking to me, and so she just ruined the mood. So I just left. So I departed ways with my boy Fabrice. And here's some of Fabrice's photos. He's amazing. And after that, I went into Brussels. I went deeper into Brussels. Fabrice dropped me off in Montgomery. And I just started taking, like, I just went on my own photo walk in Brussels. I haven't gone on a walk in Brussels in a while, actually. And I knew that street photography in Brussels is so much easier than it is where I live, because no one looks or no one cares about what you're doing. So I was just like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I got a few cool shots. I think I really like the direction of this lady. That was the beginning of the walk. I tried to take a picture of these guys that were like fixing some shit, but they gave me like a look, and I was like, okay, whatever, dude. Like that day was actually a really annoying day. A lot of people were like really up my ass, like annoyingly. I went to the central station initially before meeting up with Fabrice, and I took a photo of this guy who his head was turned the other way, and he had a customer at his door and she was waving. I was like, I love the motion. I love that he wasn't looking, so they're both looking in the same direction kind of. And he ran me down and asked me to delete the photo. He was the store clerk. So I was like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, you can't even see your face, but okay, you know, I won't, it's your face, it's your store. But what's the ironic part of it is his store is in the tunnel that leads to the train station, subway area, whatever the fuck. And the irony is that the whole street, like the whole tunnel that leads to either the station in the opposite direction or either the subway, is all street photography. So I was telling him like, oh, I'll delete it, but the photos on the wall are what I was doing. And he's like, oh yeah, but you have to ask before you take the photo. I don't give a fuck about these walls. And I'm like, okay, dude, you know, whatever. That was funny. Then fast forward, I am now in the park, and in the park, I really wanted to get a really cool pattern. I knew that if I just kept my eyes on the move, I'd find something that I really wanted a photo of. And lo and behold, it appeared to me like water, bro. Like I'm walking. I took a few photos of this guy who was chilling, and I liked his energy. We talked a bit. I sent him the photos yesterday. And so after that, I look to my right and I see these like ladies, 3 ladies. They don't know each other and they're all reading. And I was like, that's so cool. And I wanted to make sure I got like the perfect composition, but I couldn't get what I wanted. Like in my head, I wanted it to look like the first lady was dreaming about reading, and then the lady in the back is like a sub-dream, like it was Inception. So I couldn't get that. I don't know how I should have angled myself for that. Maybe I should have like been further back. I don't know. But I was able to get like the fact that they're all reading in unison kind of. And then I also got the lady in the back on the chair who's reading. So it kind of looks like 4 people reading. I don't know if she was looking at her phone or if she was actually looking at a book. So that makes it kind of cool. And then the trash cans are also symmetrical, and so are the benches. And then also the flood of people in the back makes it look like a painting. So it was really nice to be in the park and just really embrace what was going on in my surroundings. I got an ice cream too, so that was nice. I fucked up my toe. I don't know if I show you my toe. I'll take a picture on my phone and then I'll show you guys on screen. Yeah, so I fucked up my toe because I was wearing my brother's shoes, and he's like a shoe size above me. So it was scraping on my toe somehow. I didn't even know that was a thing. And it really fucked me up, man. And so I've been like having to put a bandage on every time I put socks, and it still is ruined. Like the skin texture feels really rough, or not rough, but like really sensitive. And so I Googled it, and apparently it could be a callus. Hopefully it is a callus. I don't want it to be anything else. Hopefully that can go with time. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I'm walking in the park a bit more, and now I'm just lost. I'm just like, I don't know where the hell I am. I don't know which way is up or down, and in my head I just wanted to get to the central station again, to go home. So I'm walking, and then I see these like flowers. Actually, no, I see this like really long hall, and I see a lady with a stroller, and I wanted her to pass against the beam of light to get her face and then her baby's stroller and everything else be pitch black, but I couldn't get it. I got a few photos of the baby stroller being in the light, but I couldn't get her alone in the light with the baby stroller in the light, which was annoying, but you take what you can. And so I keep walking, and I see this old lady walking on the opposite direction of the path that I'm walking in. She's like on the other side, kind of like a highway would be. And in the middle of us, there's like a long line of poppy flowers. And I see where she's walking and the speed she's walking in and what she's wearing and where the sun is. And I just knew I had to take the picture. And then I got this. And this is like my masterpiece right now. This is like my magnum opus. But I say that every fucking week. Every week I have a new one. But for now, I think this one really represents why I started street photography, because that's how I see the world. And I want people to see the world how I see the world. As much as that's hard to really convey in pictures, it's easier in video. Because, you can just hold the camera and show But yeah, this photo just means a lot to me. And that's like the beginning. It's kind of like the beginning that I had in my head of what I want to showcase. Yeah. Fast forward, I'm walking a bit more. I get out of the park and I find this like museum. So I just go to the museum and I ask them, how much is the fee? They're like, it's free. I'm like, I bet. So I just enjoyed the Natural History Museum. No, not Natural History. It was European History Museum. And it was pretty cool. I kind of fell asleep. Like they're talking about, like it was like this, like we had a tablet. You could just take a tablet and like, headphones. Really terrible headphones. And it's not their fault. Like, you know, everyone's gonna wear them, so they had to get like a really, you know. But anyway, so you're wearing the headphones, and every time you enter like a room, then like it speaks to you, which is pretty cool because like it was connected by Wi-Fi. So there's 6 floors, and each floor has its own fucking speaking thing. So that was pretty interesting. But then I got to the Hitler room, or Hitler and Stalin. I just fell asleep, man. I sat on this little chair and I was. And so after that, I was like, okay, I gotta get out of here. I didn't even finish the whole tour. So I get out and I'm walking outside, chilling. I'm seeing like a few patterns here and there, but nothing enough. Nothing to catch my eye, you know? You know that feeling like you think it's enough, but it's not enough? And then I see this couple. I can only assume they're a couple, actually. You know, I'm not gonna assume anything. But I see these 2 guys. And they both have like a backpack on, or a little like tote bag. And the tote bag had this word on it. And I was just like, that's the first pattern that I really like so far in the day. Because everything else has been like weak sauce. But still, it wasn't what I was looking for. So I get out of the park / museum and I'm walking. I take a picture of buildings. I don't usually take pictures of buildings, but the sky was nice. And then I get to this place. Where was I? My memory's hazy. I can't remember. Like the pictures can tell themselves, but I don't exactly remember where I was. Oh yeah. I went to another marketplace. I walked into another marketplace. The luck, crazy. I love marketplaces now because of photos. So I get into another marketplace, and then this guy's like, yo, you taking photos? Take a photo of me. And I really don't like it when people ask me to take photos of them, because then they ask me to send them the photos, and then that's like a whole hassle. But I was like, you know what? I'm in high spirits. You want a photo? I'll take a photo. So I took a few photos of the guy. He looked pretty nice. He was a nice guy. He asked me for my Instagram. I gave him my Instagram. I sent him the photos the other day. And then I told him like, yeah, I'm going to have to unfollow you because I don't follow like non-photography accounts on this account. He's like, yo, I got it, bro. Thank you so much for the photos. Good work. Keep it up. Pretty nice guy. Then I kept on going from there, and I took another pattern here. The 3 people, I like the symmetry of it. I like how it looked. Made me happy, but it was still missing something. You know, I wish there was like another, maybe like 3 pigeons, children, 3 cigarettes, something else was missing. So it didn't really feel finished. But I like cutting off people's heads in my photos. I really like the feeling that you don't see who they are, but then you can see what they're doing, you know? I'm very picky on that. I have a hard time really showing it still, but that's what I like to get, I guess, watch and like notice. So I keep on going, I'm walking. And then I see these girls on the other side of the street, and like they all have like an interesting type of clothing. Like they're like 3 kind of similar girls, but they all have like the distinct, you know, dress code kind of. So I took a few pictures, but nothing was cool enough. So again, I keep going, and I see this guy with a cane. I mean, not a cane. He's got a broken leg, or a leg in a cast, and then 2 walking sticks. And I took that picture on film, so I'm gonna have that developed. I don't think it'll be here, but you know, I'll post it eventually. And I hope it comes out as how I want it, but I don't think it will. We'll see. I'm gonna be sad if it doesn't, but at the same time, it's trial and error at this point. So until I get really comfortable with my film point click film camera, for the time being, I'm just gonna be content with what I can do. Then I get to the center finally. I take a picture of these people on the way there. They asked me for photos. I sent them the photos as well. Then I finally get to the center. I'm there, I'm chilling. I'm like, yo. And then I see that my train's in like 2 minutes. I'm like, I'm out of here. Like, I don't wanna, I could have kept on taking photos. I could have, you know, entered the mindset, but I just did not want to spend more time in the city. I just wanted to go home. I don't think I saw any other patterns. When I got to the city, I linked up with a friend. I didn't take any pictures of him actually. I think that's about it. That was a photo day. How long was that? I don't even know how long that was. Let's see. Was that 20 minutes? God. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed it. It's a long video. But that was my day. Peace. Oh wait, chill. Let's see what happened.
Turn on the change. Turn on the sustainability.
Let's see. I've only been doing it for a few days, so I don't expect any change yet. There's something there. There's something there though. You can see like the like. Yeah. Stay safe. Stay safe.